Why do you believe the world has a deeply flawed economic compass, and how will that be corrected? It's moving away from a U.S. center.
Well, the economic compass we're using, thank you for asking that question, because it's one of the central theses of the book. As human beings, all of us are vulnerable to adopting shortcuts. The $5 word is heuristics, which, as far as I can understand, means shortcut. And the shortcut for the heuristic for economic progress is growth. And we define growth in a particular idiosyncratic way. And once a shortcut is embodied in a definition, the temptation is to latch onto it and not waste time thinking about what went into it. Everybody agrees, okay, that's what we're going to use. So the shortcut to defining progress and growth actually was created in the interwar period after the Great Depression, really during the Great Depression, and before World War II. In 1937, Lord Keynes and some other economists, in the aftermath of First World War and the terrible Great Depression, tried to come up with new economic tools to give policymakers a better chance to avoid the boom and bust cycles, the business cycle that had become accentuated, lots of depressions in the last quarter of the 19th century and the first part of the 20th century, culminating in 1929. And the person who really solved that puzzle was a man named Simon Kuznets in 1937. And he came up with GDP, gross domestic product. And there are variations, gross national product, world GDP, et cetera. And the national accounts came out of that, and most modern business accounting comes out of it. And Kuznets warned in 1937 that this shortcut should not be used as an economic compass, should not be used as the definitive measure of whether we're going in the right direction or the wrong direction. Why? He explained. He said it excludes externalities, negative and positive. Environmental externalities, I mean, we put 90 million tons of global warming pollution into the atmosphere every 24 hours. It traps enough energy every day to equal, in Jim Hansen's calculations, 400,000 Hiroshima atomic bombs every day going off in the Earth's atmosphere. Big Earth, but 400,000 atomic bombs is a lot. That's a lot of energy. But for this purpose, the point I'm making is all that extra energy, all that extra pollution that traps that energy is completely and totally ignored in the accounts. It doesn't show up in the profit and loss statement, in depreciation, in any part of business or national accounting. So that's kind of odd. But it's not only negative externalities, it's also positive externalities. We should be investing more in education and research and development and family services and mental health care. And you can fill out your own list. But we don't, because the benefits of those positive externalities are also invisible in, when you have the green eye shade on. What else is ignored? Income distribution. And Kuznets again in the 1930s pointed this out. And here we are in a time where the 1% and 99% is far more than just a slogan from Occupy Wall Street. They had a rooting interest from people who said, yeah, that's kind of the way things are going now. And it is. It's not a radical slogan. Since the credit crisis and the Great Recession of 2008-9, 93% of the national income has gone to the top 1%. And the level of inequality in the U.S. is now greater than in Egypt or Tunisia, greater than it was in the 1890s, or comparable to the bottom of the robber baron decade years. And it's not working for the middle class. And there are a lot of other reasons for that, but inequality is getting worse. So this economic compass that is the be-all and end-all of every national economic plan, every business strategy, is pointing us toward the edge of a cliff. It's crazy.